So you want to build in the floating island cave on Crystal Isles? Well, here's how it's done.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down. They say, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet.
So to start off this design, we're going to be doing 10 foundations like this all the way to the wall on each sides. And then you guys can fill in anything in front of this. Just know that if you do not place it exactly how I have it, it might not end up as the exact same materials. So try to get it as close as you guys can. But this is 20 foundations just to help build better, and then you can place your large walls like this. Next, get your dino gates and place them like this. There will be about 4 of them, but for now we're just going to put 1. Next, fill in all the available space with large walls or small walls, just depending on what you want. I recommend large walls because they are the best for defense, but most people aren't even going to do this unless they want to barrel roll with a PT. Next, build 4 ceilings here so you're able to place your large walls like this. Next, come in here and place ceilings like this. This is optional, but it helps with the placement of hatch frames. Now go ahead and get your vaults and place them down like this. Place them as close as you can to the dino gate without it overlapping over it, and then just place them all the way over. And then what you're going to do next is put a ceiling on top of them and then put vaults on it and try and get it as close to the ones on the bottom. And then you delete those ceilings and the vaults will drop on top, making it 2 layered. You can do this for all the way up, it doesn't really matter, but I only did it for 2 layers because most people don't go for the higher layers, and this is also not cave damage. After it's done, it should look something like this. Now go ahead and place your hatch frames like this. Again, the ceilings help, but place them exactly like this so they have the best area to shoot off of. For the hatch frames, we're going to do 3 layers up, and then above that we're just going to do 1 layer, basically making kind of like a triangle going up to the ceiling. Next, make sure to place your tech jenny somewhere in the back over here. I recommend not all the way in the back because it won't be able to reach all of the turret wall, but place it a little bit farther in from where I put it. Next, place your turrets like this. 1 heavy, 1 tech, and then 1 heavy, and then just do this for the rest of the turret wall. Next, this part is optional, but I recommend it as it allows people to not throw things into your base with a crab. So they can still technically get up here, but if you put it about where I put it, the dinos will slide right down and will not get stuck up here. So just do this and then get double door frames. They're pretty cheap to make, so that's why I've been using them. And just do it like this, and this allows you to get snow owls, PTs, and RGs through here, making it pretty good for getting in and out of your base and for base defense. And then also for the last part, if you're on unofficial, place your pillars like this, just to add extra to the area to put some turrets on them. Here's where the 4 dino gates are going, so you put 1 dino gate on the outside and then come to the interior and place 2 dino gates like this. And then after that, go ahead and fill all of this in so you don't have to see any of the metal ceilings. After you're done, your turret wall should look something like this. Now come to the inside. This will be the crafting station. So go ahead and build this thing with pillars and ceilings all the way back however you really want it. I just connected it to the main turret wall. And then go ahead and place your replicator like that, and then place 3 pillars and put ceilings on the top, and do this on the opposite side. Now place 8 chem benches underneath like this. Next, come up top and place 8 fabricators like this. Next, come over here to the opposite side and then place your smithies like this. There will only be 2 on each side because on official, you cannot place them that close. Next, get your industrial grinders and place 2 on the top like this. Next, extend your crafting station area on the right over to the turret wall and then place 3 indie forges like this. Next, place your refrigerators under the fabricator and the industrial forge like this. Next, place your preserving bins just like you did with the refrigerators, but right next to it. Next, place your industrial grill next to the industrial cooker like this. And that will basically be our whole crafting station. Also, don't forget to place your 2 feeding troughs right back here. You don't have to have feeding troughs, as this is just for if you're raising stuff. Now we're going to start with our vault wall, so go ahead and place 1 vault here, another one next to that, and just line it up going all the way to the wall, and then just layer it above like we did for the turret wall earlier. You can do this as high as you want, but I'm going to only do it too high as that is the max that you can reach on the ground. For the looking purposes, build a wall like this here. You don't have to do it. It just helps to make it look a little bit better, but just build a wall here going all the way up. After you're done, it should look something like this. Next, put a vault right next to your replicator and then build a little door right here, basically leaving a little hidden room in the back. Go ahead and wrap the room around the replicator like I did here. Yours will probably be a little bit different, but go ahead and place your cryo fridges about the way that I have it. Again, you may not have as many as me, so you can really just place it however you want, or turn this into a little personal room for you. It doesn't really matter, but I turn this into a little loot area that you could hide stuff in, but we're going to be doing another one of those here in a minute. Next, go ahead and place 3 vaults right here just for drop-off vaults just to use. Next, go ahead and build hatch frames up here. This will be used for the internal turrets. After you're done, it should look something like this. I just covered the whole thing with turrets. Next, build a little 3x1 like this, and then put 12 air conditioners in it, and then put stairs, and you can put triangle left walls or triangle right walls. They don't really matter, it just stops in case somebody's in your base and they can hide. And then go ahead and put ceilings on this, and this will be where you're going to be hatching your eggs. Next, go ahead and build a little 3x1 right here, and then just use either large walls or regular walls like I did. It doesn't really matter, but I recommend layering them if you're going to use this as an actual base. Then leave a little room for a double door right there. And then go ahead and just duplicate your foundations and put them out here just for extra base defense. Next, go ahead and put some hatch frames on it, and then just put heavy turrets on it like this. It's a very simple turret wall. And then put some turrets on the ground, and then go ahead and put some stairs on it just again for extra protection and so you don't have to jump up whenever you're getting up here. This will just annoy who's ever trying to raid you because it just leaves them with a second turret wall to get into your loot. Next, go ahead and just fill all of this area in after here and leave a little opening for your tech genny, and then I went ahead and just surrounded it with a wall and then basically made it to where it looks like there's nothing really here even though your tech genny is here. So if you're on servers where the particle effects are turned off, most people won't even realize that your tech Jenny's here and will go all the way to the back, thinking that it's all the way back there, whenever it's really not. And then leave a little opening right here so you can get down into that hole. Next, just put this area with really whatever you want. I put it with the main loot room that we hide all of our like good BPs and stuff in, and then just some extra cryo and fridge area, and then make sure to put a ton of beds in here because this will be where you're going to be spawning in. And then I went ahead and put a double door here just to make it a little bit harder to get into this room. After that, on the inside, I put 3 internals and then put another bunk bed just to make it look like the back there is like a little personal room, so it'll trick a lot of people. And then this is what it should look like at the end. Something pretty similar to this. If it doesn't look exactly like it, it's fine. It'll still work good as long as you have this front turret wall. That's really what matters. And then make sure that this is layered 4. You can't really see here. There we go. I got it right there. But that's 4 gates. You can layer it with more depending on what kind of server that you're on. And then out here is where I finish it off by putting a couple of turrets on here. And that was the whole base design. If you want, you guys can extend it however much farther that you want out there. There is tons of little areas to put little hidden turret towers or hidden hanging towers that'll stop people from even entering up into this cave. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and peace out.